you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, my name is April Monique, and in today's video I'm going to be doing something totally different. I've never done this on my channel. I'm going to be giving you 4 different looks using one palette. That is right, I'm going to give you 4 looks with one palette, and the palette that I'm going to be using today is the new ODEN'S and Angelica Hela palette. It just looks like this. This is so pretty. Packaging is 20 out of 10. Check this out. This is the best part of the packaging, I think. It is so beautiful. Look at that. You have the sleeve, which is black and gray, and then the actual packaging has color. It's the exact same thing as the sleeve, just color. So if you don't know who ODEN'S is, they are a Swedish based brand, so they are from Sweden, and Angelica is actually Swedish. This is based off of Norse mythology. This is Angelica representing Hela, which is the goddess of Norse mythology, actually the goddess of death, I'm sorry. And yeah, so it just looks very pretty. I love this. This is currently out of stock, but it will be back in stock on March 22nd. I'm not exactly sure what time, but I will have all the details down in the description box. I will also have Angelica's video where she talks about this palette. She can actually give you guys more of a better description about what it represents and all that good stuff. So just check out her video, and also I will have ODEN'S website down below. This is part of the legendary Diversa collection that ODEN'S did last year with 3 other YouTubers, and Angelica was up next. I actually missed out and I totally regret it. So that is one of the reasons why I wanted to pick this up. I have bought an ODEN'S palette before, but I have yet to use that other palette. So this is my first time actually using this brand, and yeah, I just wanted to try it out. And 2, I just felt like I wanted to give you guys a true non-biased review and look using this palette, because I felt that a lot of the people that got this in PR were her friends. So I felt like there was a lot of biased reviews. I felt like I only seen like maybe 2 or 3 honest reviews from people who actually got this in PR, including Manny. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and pick it up, see if it's good for myself. Go ahead and get on with the 4 looks, one palette using the new ODEN'S and Angelica Hela palette. Okay, I already started because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So this is the eye look that we're going to do. So I'm going to start off with Underworld, and it's this shade right here. Sorry if I'm looking a little weird at this, is because it's upside down. So anyways, we're going to do the shade Underworld, and I'm going to use a MAC 217, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my crease. Okay, once you have Underworld blended and all over the crease, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH51 brush. It just looks like this. It's a little bit smaller than the MAC, what is it, 242 I believe, or the 217? Yeah, the 217 is a little bit smaller than that. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Moss, and it's this color right here. And as you can tell, you can't really tell right now, but once we put in like the darker colors, you're gonna see that I do have fallout. I did forget to mention that I did prime my eyes with the P. Louise base just to have something down, and then I went ahead and put a little bit of translucent powder. So now we're gonna go ahead and take Moss and then put it in the crease like we did, and then I'm gonna blend it with a smaller blending brush. I'm going to use the Morphe M506. Again, it's a little bit smaller than the M504 brush. So I will have everything that I used in the description box down below. Okay, so this is what it's looking like with the 2 shades, Underworld and Moss. Underworld and Moss. So these are the two that I have. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these two shimmer shades. I'm going to put the lighter one in the inner corner and the darker one in the outer corner. So I'm going to use Florence, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. This one right here, I'm going to put it in the inner corner, and then I'm going to put Venom in the outer corner, and I'm just going to use my fingers. I did use my fingers for this side, and it went on pretty good. I didn't need to spray the brush or anything. Okay guys, this is the first completed look using the ODEN'S and Angelica Hela palette. This is the first look. I really like the way it came out, and I'm going to tell you real quick what I used underneath my eyes. So all I did was I just used Rebirth. Ooh, that's looking a little too green. That's more true to color right there. And I just got a fluffy small brush and I just blended it in the bottom real quick, and then I just went ahead and took the two shimmer shades that I used on the top and I just put it at the lower bottom, and then yeah, that's it. I just used some mascara and everything else on my face. So this is the first look. So far I really do like the way it came out. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Now let's go ahead and get on to look number 2. Hey you guys, we are back for look number 2, and for look number 2 I'm going to start off with the shade Goddess, and I'm going to pack that in the inner and outer corner, and I'm going to go ahead and use this Moda angled eye blender. It just looks like this. It's just an angled brush. I don't know if you could really tell. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pack that shade Goddess inner and outer corner. Once I have that shade packed in, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend it just a tiny bit. I'm going to use the Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to use the shade Hela from the palette. It's just this light shade right here. I'm going to just blend it just a tad bit. Then I'm going to go in with the same Moda brush, and I'm going to pack the inner and outer corner with the shade Suit. I just felt like it needed a little bit more definition and more color, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay, so once I have my shades kind of blended out, I'm gonna go ahead, and I did try to just use Hellfire just by itself, but it didn't pop enough for me. So what I had to do was I had to put on a little bit of glitter glue. So I used the NYX glitter glue, and that worked out a little bit better for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this a little bit in the center of my eyelid, and then with my finger I'm going to go in with Hellfire and just pack it in the center. Okay, so once it looks something like this, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take that same Moda brush with no additional product. I'm going to go ahead and just clean out the edges, the inner corner and the outer corner. Then I'm going to go in with this Morphe M506 brush. It's just a small blending brush. And then I'm going to go back into that shade Hela and just make sure everything looks blended and smooth. Okay you guys, this is look number 2 completed. What do we think? How do we like the way it came out? I personally love this look. Hopefully you'll be able to see the different colors and the duochromes. But yeah, I really do like the way this look came out. I did finish everything off camera. What I did was for my lower line, I just mixed Goddess and Hela and just put that with a pencil, and then I put the NARS, what is this called? The High Pigment Longwear Eyeliner in the shade Via Veneto. I try to use that damn Charlotte Tilbury one, the double-sided one. I hate it. It does not show up. So I just went ahead and used this, and then I put this on first, and then I went ahead and mixed the two and blended that out. And then for, oh, my highlighter, I don't know if you're going to be able to tell. Yeah, you're no, not really. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah, a little bit right there. You could kind of see it. I went ahead and I tried to use double-sided as my highlighter. That is also what I have in my inner corner. You could tell right there. So I didn't really like it as my highlighter, but that's okay. And then for lips, I went ahead and I put this Tom Ford lip color rouge in the shade 03 Casablanca. Just looks like this. I love this lip color so much. And then for eyelashes, I just went ahead and I put on these Glamnetic lashes. These are in the style Baby Girl. And yeah, that's just everything that I have on my face. I think I'm not missing anything. I hope I'm not. Let me know in the comments so far what look you guys like. I think I'm going to try to do a bonus look, so we will see. But let's go ahead and get on to the next look. Okay, you guys, I am going to give you a bonus look, and it's this look right here. So I will be doing 4 looks with this palette. I just want to use all the eyeshadows as possible, and I think I'm going to be able to use all of them except for one, but I'm not 100% sure. So let's go ahead and get into this eye look. I was like, which one is it? This was super easy to do, so let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and with a big fluffy brush, this is the Morphe M504 brush. I'm going to take this shade right here, and it's called Wolf, and I'm just going to throw that in my crease. Okay, now that I have Wolf blended, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Morphe R39 brush. It just looks like this. I'm going to start off with DK, and I'm going to place it in the inner and outer corner, blend it just a tiny bit, and then I'm going to take on the same brush Our Burrows, I think that's how you say it, and I'm going to do the same thing in the inner and outer corner, just a tiny bit. Now that I have all my colors blended together, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this MAC 242S brush. It's just a flat brush like this, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to use Golden Bridge right here, and then once I put the shade on my brush, I'm going to spray it with a little bit of setting spray and then pack it into the middle of my eyelid. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this pencil brush. This is from e.l.f. I don't know if you could get it. It's a smudger brush. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Moss and I'm going to throw it right underneath my waterline. And then I'm going to go ahead and take another pencil brush, a smaller one, and I'm going to take Rebirth and I'm going to put it in the inner corner and then just a little bit on the brow bone. And then I'm going to put on some mascara and then we will finish up this look. Okay, you guys, this is the third look, the bonus look. How do we feel? How do we like? I really like this look a lot. I think so far this is my favorite, and I didn't think it was going to be my favorite, but I really do like the way this look turned out. Yeah, I love it. So let's go ahead and do the fourth and final look. Okay, you guys, we are going to do the fourth and final look. I'm going to be honest, it's been weeks since I filmed my last 3 looks. I'm not feeling good, and yeah, it's a long thing. But anyway, so yeah, this is the fourth and final look. And to be honest, I'm really not loving this look, but we're just going to roll with it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take this shade right here, which is Goddess, and I'm going to place it in the inner corner. I'm going to pack it on with a Moda angled eye blender. It just looks like this. It's that angled brush. And like I said, I'm just going to get Goddess and pack it in the inner corner. And then I'm not going to clean off the brush. Well, I'm going to clean it just a little bit. I'm just going to use the switcher that I have. I'm going to clean it off just a tad bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Suit and place it in the outer corner. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now it's going to look a little something like this. Don't be worried, we're going to fix it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take this Morphe M506. It's just a smaller blending brush, just looks like this. And I'm going to take a little bit of Hela, and I'm just going to blend the inner and outer corner and then bring it in the middle, but not too much. I'm going to focus it mainly in the inner and outer corner. Go ahead and I'm going to take this Refer number 14. It's just a little bit of a bigger blending brush. Ooh, almost dropped it. And I'm going to go ahead and take Hela and then, right, Hela? Yeah, Hela, and I'm just going to go ahead and blend it some more. Okay, so this is where I ran into a little bit of trouble. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take this e.l.f. It's just a circle like packer brush almost. It came in that Cookies and Dream collection, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take not River, Complete. Now Complete gave me a little bit of trouble, I'm not gonna lie. It didn't really want to stay on my eyelids with the brush. I kind of felt like it was, the pigment was going away and it was just staying with the glitter. So I think I'm still gonna try and just pack it on softly, and then I might just leave it because, like I said, it was giving me a little bit of trouble. I did use it in the outer corner on the bottom, and as you can tell, I have no pigment. I'm sorry, I used it on my bottom lash line on this eye, and as you can tell, I have no pigment. I just have glitter. So I don't know what that is. I actually, when I swatched it, because I thought maybe I was going crazy, when I swatched it, it gave me pigment, like you could tell right there. And then I even like went like this to see, and look, there is, you know, there is pigment. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I don't want to spray my brush. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pack it on with that brush. I promise it is blended. It just does not look blended on camera. I don't know why, but I try to blend it out as much as I can, but I promise it is blended. So this is where, again, it got a little bit hard for me. So what I tried to do was I tried to go in with River with my finger, and it just was not pigmented enough. I even tried a brush. So I even like used the flat brush, and then I sprayed it, and then I put it, that didn't work. So what I had to do is, after I did all that, I actually went in with some glitter glue. I just used the NYX glitter glue, and I put a little bit of that, and then I went back in with River. I didn't clean my hand off. I just still went like that, tapped it in, and then it showed. But then I wanted it to pop a little bit more, so I went ahead and just a little bit, I went ahead and put double-sided right on top. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Okay, so let's finish up the bottom lower lash line. real quick, just in case if I don't mention it, I highly recommend doing your eyes first because you're going to get fallout with these eyeshadows. So just keep warned, especially with Complete and Rivers. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take Goddess on a flat definer brush. This is the Sigma Flat Definer E15. And I'm just going to go ahead and take Goddess and I'm going to put it in my lower lash line. And then what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to get a little bit of Hela with a small fluffy brush and just blend that out a little bit. And then I'm going to take a little bit, I think it was Complete I kind of don't even remember. I think it was River Complete. I'm going to check and I'm going to just put a little bit of that in the bottom half of my outer line. I think it was River, so I'm not 100% sure. And then I went ahead and I took double-sided in my inner corner. I think that's what I did. Yeah, double-sided in my inner corner. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do off camera, and then I'm going to go ahead and finish my face, and then we'll be back to complete this video. Okay, you guys, this is the fourth and final look using the ODEN'S and Angelica Hela palette. What do we think? Now, to be honest, this isn't my favorite look. This is my least favorite out of the 4 looks that I did. But whatever, I wanted to use all the shades and I did. So let's go ahead and talk about everything. Let's start off with the packaging. Packaging is 20 out of 10. I love this packaging. It is so pleasing to look at. I do like how when you get the packaging first, like the slip I think it's called, it's black and white, and then when you take it out it's colored. Mine did get a little bit damaged from wet, but it's drying, so that's okay. But like I said, I really do like the packaging. Speaking about packaging, I did get this scarf or whatever. I don't know exactly what this is called. I tried to put it on, but it did not look good, so I will have to like put that like on a bag or something. I do have to say I also like the like the actual box it came in. It came in with this box with the card, and it was really protected. It had this, plus it had packaging like protected over this, plus it had something over the shade. So I really do like that. Like I said, I will be keeping this just for memories. Just now, let's talk about the shades. So I overall really do like this palette. I will say if you're going to use this palette, I would start with my eyes just because you are going to get fallout, not necessarily from the mattes, but mainly from the like the metallics and the duo and the multi-chromes. So I would say like Hellfire, Complete, River, double-sided. Those were the ones that gave me the most trouble. But like I said, I really did enjoy using this palette. I would use a glitter glue with the shades double-sided, River, Hellfire, and maybe Complete. I didn't have to use glitter glue for Venom or Florence, which was these 2 green shades up here, or this one, so I didn't have to use glitter glue, so that was a plus for me. I did forget to mention some of my metallics did get hard pan. So for instance, Florence got a little bit of hard pan, Venom got a little bit of hard pan, Hellfire got hard pan. I think those are the only 3 shades that I could tell that got hard pan, but it's not that much hard pan, so I've seen worse, so I'm not really worried about it, but I just wanted to let you guys know about my final verdict. Would I recommend this palette? Absolutely yes. This was a very awesome palette to work with. I love the color story. Like I mentioned earlier, I love the packaging. Everything about it, I really couldn't find a lot of negative things to say, except for it did have a little bit of fallout, and you do need a glitter glue with the metallics and the duochromes, things like that. So those are the only 2 little critiques. But overall, I really did enjoy this palette, and I 100% would recommend purchasing this palette when they restock on March 22nd. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, let me know in the comments down below if you guys are gonna pick this palette up. What do you guys think? Do you have it? Do you like it? Let me know. And as always, I will catch you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye.